And the Supervisor Richard Forster with your update of our meeting of March 2nd, Tuesday. And short agenda today. First up, though, we had the American Red Cross president and Lynn Olson from our OES department presented. The Sacramento Sierra chapter CEO, Dawn Lindblom, and Ms. Lindblom told us about the activities of the American Red Cross, what they're doing in support of anything that could happen in Amador County. We had a little discussion about this at the board yesterday. It almost seems like you're preparing for, you're always preparing for something that never happens. But you know what? That's the point. Eventually something does happen. Chile, you had the tsunami that happened there after the earthquake. We've had fires run through Amador County. I know a large one ran through Comanche about 7-8 years ago. We've had other activities that the American Red Cross is always there for, floods activities down in Ione and throughout our region. So the point is preparedness, and some people have a hard time seeing that on the big scale. You need to be prepared, you need to practice, you need to be ready for when it happens. So we're glad that the American Red Cross is with us. And second up on the agenda, we had, or second up on the plate for the day on the regular agenda, we had the Amador County Republican Central Committee. Austin Ford was there representing the committee and presented their first, second, third place winners in their YouTube contest. The contest was regarding capitalism or socialism. What is the best economic system for the United States? First winner was Colby Ryan, did an excellent job on his video YouTube. I don't know, I'm not the technology guy, but they did put the segments together and then posted them on YouTube. And Mr. Ryan did a wonderful job there and received a prize. Not surprising, he did a great job. He's going into, I believe, nuclear engineering and got a good head on his shoulders. So, but second place, I believe, I may have these switched, but I think I got them right. Second place was Taylor LaForest Mielke and Rebecca London. And then third place, Mary Powers and Sari Quina. Apologize if I got those flip-flopped, but we got to view all of the YouTube presentations. All of the contest winners did a wonderful job, and nice to see kids in our high school, as Supervisor Oneto said, kids at that age, and I think some of the kids were, and I call them kids, anybody in high school is a kid to me, but nice to see some of them were actually younger. I think some of them were freshmen, and they're going to be around for a while, and will do a great job in the future. So good job to the Central Committee for sponsoring that contest. Second up on the agenda, we had Amador Child Abuse Prevention Council. Robin Valencia was on hand. This came about because of discussions with one of our supervisors, Supervisor Novelli, and asked that it be brought forward. Ms. Valencia usually gives a yearly report to the board regarding her activities and money that is needed. Fortunately, in the past, there hasn't been a need for a great deal because the funding sources have been there through the County Children's Trust Fund, CCTF. She receives annually fees from birth certificates, fees from license plate sales, donations and fundraising, and then restitution fines for child abuse molest crimes, which we don't have much of that in Amador County, so there's not much money coming in there. There used to be some federal grants and some state money coming in. That has dried up with the budget crises the way they are. She does raise over $7,000 on the bowl-a-thon, which is coming up on March 27th. One lane left, unless she's filled that already. But Robin does a great job. This is very needed in our county. She talked about the child abuse prevention and what they do. There is a Child Abuse Prevention Council, which volunteers serve on, but they go into cyber texting, they go into sexting, things that are relevant to high school students right now, and some middle-aged school that are middle-aged children a little older, but cyberbullying, which is a big thing out there right now, and there is even some cyberbullying from parents going on, as you've seen nationwide. So it's something that we need to educate our kids on, that technology is good, but don't use it for the wrong purposes out there. We saw that the first agenda item up today that I spoke about, a great use of technology. in some cases with child abuse, it can really be used for the wrong purposes. So their purpose is to educate the community on things like that. They also have other seminars and different workshops on different programs. That shaken baby syndrome is one that they talk about, child abuse and neglect, mandated reporter requirements. So they do a great job in the community. The point is, in this budget climate, can the board afford to give them any money? So it was referred back to our administrative committee. We asked Ms. Valencia to come back with her expenses and money going out and revenue, her money coming in, so we can see if we can help in any way. And we want to know by the end of the year, what is her budget going to look like? Does she need help? We just had a request for $35,000 last week from Ron Middlebrun from Amador Economic Development. So you can only do so much sometimes. You can only raid the county contingency and reserve funds so much. With that, 223-6470, the Supervisor Richard Forster will talk to you next week.